I don't think some of y'all understand just how good Mesut Ozil was, but he's one of the players that made me fall in love with the game. And he played for Arsenal, which is my team. But before that, when he was at Real Madrid, man, he's one of the filthiest players that has ever came around, at least in my generation. He is the most underrated player I've ever seen. Like, he's actually filthy. So today we're going to be reacting to a couple of his highlights, just so y'all can see how good of a player he really was. And I feel like he wasn't appreciated as much. All right. Here, we're going to do this one right here. Mesut Ozil, moment of magic. Just so y'all can see just how nasty he was. He's probably one of the best players I've ever seen. Don't give me none of this Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne he's a beast. But in my opinion, Mesut Ozil was way better. Like, bro. Filthy. None of y'all saw that pass. No one saw him make that. You can't even see him. You can't even see the other player on the screen when he makes that pass. What a pass. Filthy. 100% if Mesut Ozil was in this current Arsenal team in the last 3-4 years, I really think Arsenal would have won the league twice, at least twice by now. Not including this year, because I think they're going to win it either way this year. But Arsenal would have won it at least twice right now with prime Mesut Ozil right now in this current team. Filthy. Bro, what? What a banger. This Arsenal side, when it had Alexis Sanchez and Mesut Ozil, was good, man. They should have won the league in 2015 when Leicester won it. Giroud sold the bag. I think Mesut Ozil had like 15 assists. Don't quote me, but Mesut Ozil had 15 assists with like 12 games left to play. He should have broke the record for the most assists that Thierry Henry has. He should have broke it if it wasn't for Giroud just going ghost, man. I think he didn't score like. He stopped scoring, man. That was nasty. What a goal. It's a shame you don't see these type of players anymore. Like, these players are just now too systematic. Like, you don't rarely see people nowadays expressing themselves like this. Besides like Lamine Yamal, but maybe Michael Olise. But who else is really like doing stuff like this? At least nowadays, everything's so systematic. It's like robots. There's no players with flair. First thing they do is pass the ball. They don't want to dribble. They don't want to take their player on. Like right there, nowadays, that's a pass. No one's doing that. What a touch. The only thing I can say about Ozil, which I wish was better, is, and he can't finish, by the way. I'm not saying he can't finish. He's a great finisher. I just wish he would, at least when he was playing, I wish he would have shot more. Because if you see it, there's so many times he has opportunities to score and he passes the ball. I mean, he said it before, he'd rather assist than score. But, man, there's some times where you just think to yourself, like, man, just shoot it. I remember watching this game live. Bro, him and Alexis Sanchez had a crazy chemistry with each other. Again, no one saw that pass. What a ball. That's a hard angle to score from, but it's probably the best assist I've ever seen in my life. Do you see that? And I'm not gonna lie, I thought Giroud was gonna sell that clip. Oh, they didn't even show it. Bro, what an assist. I remember this goal. Woo! That's filthy. Banger. I still don't know how he does that bounce shot. Bro, I've tried to do it before, like in real life. Almost broke my ankle like twice. That bounce shot is a crazy move. That is hands down one of his greatest games, at least in the Arsenal shirt, was against Leicester City. I think he had a goal and 2 assists in that game, or was it 2 goals, 1 assist? I forgot. But he was on a crazy one that game. Bro, like, how does he do it, bro? How do you do that? Look at that ball. I'm not going to say he made CR7, but if it wasn't for Ozil being at Madrid during that time, I don't think Ronaldo would have got as many goals. That's all I got to say about that. Keep in mind, I think CR7 is the GOAT. That's me. I think he's the GOAT. Had Mesut Ozil not been there at Real Madrid, he probably doesn't get as many goals, in my opinion. What a ball. lie, Mesut Ozil had pace. He was fast. I know towards the end of his career, everyone called him lazy and stuff, but he was a little lazy defending-wise, but he'll definitely get you, he'll create something for you. He's a game changer. He would change games like crazy. Bro, like, look at that ball. Perfectly weighted, straight to his teammate. Another one, perfectly weighted. But no one's doing this nowadays. What a goal. Yo, how long has Ozil been playing for them? Why does it look so buns? Like, the quality of those videos are buns. Hey, do y'all remember? I'm pretty sure it was against Barcelona, but do y'all remember that one? It would have been one of the nastiest goals I've ever seen in general, but it was Mesut Ozil against Barcelona. I'm pretty sure. I forget what year it was, but it was against Barcelona where he shoots it from like 50 yards out and it hits the crossbar. I wonder if they're going to show that, but that is probably one of the nastiest, should have been a goal type moments, if you get what I'm saying. Like, if that would have went in, that would have been probably one of the greatest goals I've ever seen in my life. Hold on, I gotta search that up. Y'all gotta see this. What the hell? Barcelona, right? Where is it? Oh, this. Look at this. Bro, this one in? Look at this. Bro, if that would have went in, that would have been, to this day, the greatest goal ever. I don't think you guys like understand how crazy of a shot that was, bro. Let's see this. Prime Ozil versus Barca players.
Ela tá cheia de tesão, eu vou te fuder com amor. Mina linda, safadinha, arregaça esse popô. Vai, saca, 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 saca.
Oh, that's what Thiago was
Ela
playing?
tá cheia de tesão, eu vou te fuder.
Pedri, Torres, this is better for Barcelona. This is Frankie de Jong. This is Ferran Torres. This is Pedri. He sat one down, he sat two down, and he scored with immense style.
Someone wrote this song before, and I could tell you where it's from.
Pedri.
Don't get me wrong, Pedri's goal is a crazy goal. It's nasty. But don't compare it to Ozil's goal. Ozil's goal is Yo, that was crazy. That's gonna do it for reacting to Mesut Ozil. In my opinion, he's probably one of the greatest creative midfielders of all time. In my opinion, keep in mind that's my opinion. I think he's better than the likes of Kevin De Bruyne. That's just me. Especially in his prime, I think he's better than Kevin De Bruyne. Y'all can argue if you want down below. Let me know why you think someone else is better. But he's probably the nastiest creative midfielder of all time. Besides, of course, like, I don't know if y'all consider Messi a midfielder or you consider more of an attacker. I'm going to be doing more videos like this, man. So if you enjoy that, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch y'all boys on the next one.